So let's discuss about hand foot mouth disease and herp angina. Okay, herp angina. So this typically occur during summer and early autumn. Okay, most cases occur in children younger than 5 to 7 years. However, all age groups including adults may be affected. And viruses that causes hand foot mouth disease and herp angina are usually transmitted from person to person by fecal oral route, but can also be transmitted by oral and respiratory secretion, and in case of hand foot mouth disease can also be transmitted by vesical fluid, and incubation period is usually 3 to 5 days. So hand foot mouth disease presents with mouth and throat pain, refusal to eat. If present, fever is generally low grade, below 38.3 degrees Celsius. Oral lesions may occur in isolation. Okay, usually occur on the tongue and buccal mucosa. They may begin as macules and progress to vesicles, which rupture to form superficial ulcers. Okay, oral lesions are painful and may interfere with oral intake. And the skin lesions which may occur in isolation are non-pruritic and non-tender. So you should note this that it is non-pruritic and not tender. There may be macular, maculopapular or vesicular, and typically involves the hand, feet, buttocks, particularly in young children and infants, and can also involve extremities. Hand-foot mouth disease caused by enterovirus A71 has been associated with severe illness, complicated by CNS disease or pulmonary edema and hemorrhage and heart failure. A typical hand-foot mouth disease is associated with novel Coxsackie virus A6 genotype. It is more severe than typical hand-foot mouth disease. And the clinical features in atypical hand-foot mouth disease include high fever, wider distribution of lesions, vesiculobullous lesions, bulla, erosions, ulcerations, scar, longer duration, and palmar plantar desquamation and nail dystrophy. So you should also be aware of this atypical hand-foot mouth disease, because you can also see this in clinical practice. Okay, so now about herp angina. It is abrupt with high fever. So herp angina, it is abrupt onset with high fever, 38.9 to 40 degrees Celsius, and you can see oral lesions, vomiting, anorexia, irritability and fussiness are frequent accompaniments. The oral lesions occur on anterior fauces, tonsils and soft palate. They begin as papules and rapidly progress to vesicles and finally rupture to form superficial ulcers. Okay, the lesions are painful and may interfere with oral intake. Complications of hand-foot mouth disease and herp angina are rare, and they occur more commonly with enterovirus A71 than other types of enterovirus. And diagnosis of hand-foot mouth disease is clinical. Okay, based upon the typical appearance and location of oral enanthem and exanthem. Okay, diagnosis of herp angina is made clinically based upon the typical appearance and location of oral enanthem, fewer than 10 hyperemic yellow, grayish, white papulovesicles on the anterior pillars of the fauces, soft palate, tonsils and uvula, and associated high fever. It is seldom necessary to confirm a specific viral etiology of hand-foot mouth disease or herp angina. So what are the differential diagnoses? Aphthous ulcer, herpes simplex gingivitis stomatitis, In addition, a differential diagnosis of hand-foot-mouth disease includes other conditions associated with maculopapular or vesicular rashes like papular urticaria, ID reaction, contact dermatitis, erythema multiforme major, and eczema herpeticum. Associated clinical features usually distinguish hand-foot-mouth disease and herp angina from these conditions. An overwhelming majority of cases of hand-foot-mouth disease and herp angina are uncomplicated. Complete resolution usually occurs within 7 days, and management is supportive. Pain and discomfort due to fever can be managed with ibuprofen or acetaminophen, and we do not routinely use topical oral therapies for children with hand-foot-mouth disease.